How would it change your life if you could see Jesus appear before your very eyes? Well, we can't see him physically, but we see him through the eyes of faith. I want to talk to you about it in your morning cup of inspiration. Pam and I heard a great sermon this past Sunday about the Mount of Transfiguration and how Jesus took 3 of his disciples. It's found in the Gospel of Mark in chapter 9, beginning in verse 2. It's in the New Testament, Matthew, Mark. And we read, after 6 days, Jesus took Peter, James, and John with him and led them up a mountain where they were all alone. There he was transfigured before them. His clothes became dazzling white, whiter than anyone in the world could bleach them. And there appeared before them Elijah and Moses, who were talking with Jesus. Peter was nervous, so he said to Jesus, "Rabbi, it's good for us to be here. Let us put up 3 shelters, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." And then verse 7, listen to this. Then a cloud appeared and enveloped them. And a voice came from the cloud, "This is my son whom I love. Listen to him." That's God saying that Jesus was his beloved son. We need to listen to him. We need to follow him. And you may wonder, why did God choose Moses and Elijah to appear with Jesus? Well, they were 2 of the great leaders of Israel, and they represented 2/3 of the main divisions of Hebrew law. Moses really represented the law, and then Elijah represented the prophets. And we read in the book of Malachi, which is the very last book in the Old Testament, chapter 4, verses 4 and 5, it says, "Remember the law of my servant Moses, the decrees and laws I gave him at Horeb for all Israel. And then see, I will send you the prophet Elijah before that great and dreadful day of the Lord comes." So that passage in Mark was a fulfillment of that prophecy in Malachi. But are you following Jesus? We need to follow him. More than just when it's convenient or when it's easy. We need to follow him when it's hard. We need to follow him every day. We need to follow him when everybody else is watching. And we need to follow him when nobody else is watching. Follow Jesus. Nothing is more important. I hope that inspires you, and I'll talk to you soon in another Morning Cup of Inspiration.